supports, right? You have your Leonas, your Nautiluses, things like Thresher there as well. Whereas in other regions, like for example, in the LCK, Karma is like first picked, right? It's first.
Those high priority ADCs be taken off the board, as those are what seems like it's going to be focused on at least. But still, like we were talking about earlier, the Gwyn for the Shy, the aggressive early junglers, the Xin Zhao, the Viegos, those kinds of things are going to be key in this series. And as we see the players getting ready for the draft, we get to see them on our screens. It just looks like they're going to go for Trundle in the jungle, so something like a Mastiff to play around. But I feel like Anyone's Legend are pretty happy with how this draft has gone. Yeah, and it's going to be a lot about, you know, weathering that.
Bit of, you know, single target engage. The Xin Zhao can jump in, sure. But if the Kennen can get in a flank, that's when things can really take off. It's just, I mean, it's been rapid. I'll say that much. But we've had some banging games and expect more here. And we do, I'm going to note, we have the Airy coming out from Huang Fong, so probably going to be that lethality. I have to hold a thought. There's actually
the grand entrance onto Maple. Flash Bird for the mid laner of Anyone's Legend already there. And he's going to walk all the way back around.
Yeah, this is the scenic route. This is the scenic route back to lane.
Oh my goodness. I need like a clip of this of just like some nice subtle music as Dhashai walks through the jungle. And then he gets the better end of the trade against ZDZ. Trading between these supports, their health bars, definitely what they're paying with right now. Yeah, the trading back and forth in the top lane as well. Do you want to note that we have opposite side pathings for both these junglers? So a little bit of a different idea for either side.
Yeah, and it kind of, I think especially with Xiao Hao going towards the bot lane, it's kind of the expectation for Anyone's Legend, right? They really want to put the eggs in the Betty basket. ZDZ, he's going to have a fun time trying to poke down the Shy, but he's essentially just there to be a force in the team fight. And you know, as much as he's harassing him down, this is Doran kill, this is the second win. Like, Kennen's AD is so low. That was one of the nerfs they did to him, right? When he was like that menace in the top lane. His base AD is like 46 or something like that. It's like you auto the Shy and he probably heals more HP on the fact that you autoed him overall. It's really kind of depressing at times.
That's a little sad. I guess we'll see as if that actually becomes a factor in the early game, but the Shy is making it happen right now because he is literally proxying the wave against ZDZ. And I don't know if it's true, but ZDZ is probably in his comms like, guys, I need something up here. I need some kind of help. Has to flash away from the dredge line. Meanwhile, top lane, we're gonna dive on, has made his way all the way up there, and the Shy gets his revenge. With a little bit of help of teammates, and able to also extend the CS lead now and kind of run away with it as we see that fight going on to the top side. That time, though, the Dragon started up by Anyone's Legend. You have the entirety of Weibo Gaming except for Angel on the top side. He's going to TP, but it might just be too late. The Dragon goes over to Xiao Hao. Can they get out of this? When Xiao Hao's overextended himself, the Crescent Guard doing some work, but Chocho has overextended himself as well. And that's a big pickup for Weibo. They lose the Dragon, but at least they get the pick. The ADC is starting to pick it up here, but there's the fight. Talking about picking it up. You got the Crescent Guard in there for Xiao Hao doing tons of work, but Chocho's already dead. On trying to get away. On survived, but there's the Slicing Maelstrom to change it up a little bit. The Feather recall is huge, and Weibo Gaming are running away with this fight. Maple pops the Chaos Storm, but it's not doing any damage. It just doesn't seem to stick. And the Shine Angel are trying to make it stick here as the rockets were raining hell, but it's still Weibo coming.
I think should have the package still available for that. He did sync it up. We love to see it.
He did it. Ox, are you proud? Are you a proud papa?
I'm very happy.
All right,
very
I like
happy
it. Oh my God, under tower, On goes in. On is just obliterated there after the tower shot. But here comes the Shy. He's trying to make a performance just like the last time around, and he's doing so. The package is in. Angel's going ham. Angel's killing everybody. A triple kill for the Corki, and Weibo Gaming have put Anyone's Legend in the dirt.
Man, that was down to the wire, like bordering between int and a huge play, and Angel finds the angle, gets the triple, the Shy setup, and this should just be them closing out the game.
They are pushing forward. They are aggressive. They are ruthless. And Weibo Gaming ain't taking any prisoners today. Anyone's Legend try to put up a futile attempt. Yes, they get Angel, but they lose the game. And game number 1 of this best of 3 goes to Weibo.
Honestly, all I can say is Gwen not balanced, Corki not balanced. These champions make it so hard to team fight, right? The safe up dives and such. I think you need a bit more. And we actually have the same sides going through. But this time,
You can see Maple for the first time on the Vex for the split. seems just like a people champion. See how that all works out. But honestly, the willingness from somewhere else, but I think that this is a combo that works out for them, especially without Aphelios, as it is looking like a bit of a run back. Maybe since we don't have the Gwen, you got to obviously change that top side of the map. Trundle is the response from SOFM into Xiaohao's Zinzao.
Just that they can fire across. It is very scary for anyone's legend. I think if we end up with a similar situation with an inactive early leading into sort of a late game where Weibo are in control, I think anyone's legend are really in a rough spot, and then diving Guangfeng and on, because if that doesn't happen, I think Weibo just win by default.
Yeah, I mean, all eyes are on the bottom side of the map for anyone's legend. They mentioned they still have the safety of the Xayah for Huanfeng. They still have the same tools that they had in game number 1.
Side lane, they both have TP. Angel doesn't, right? He took the barrier for survivability. If you send the Shy down bot, he will just die. So they're like, right, we have to start the Baron. There's no other choice. The enemy team know this is happening. They have double TPs to come in, but it's going so fast.
They do. TP is now being called. Both of them coming in. The Baron already down to SOFM. Weibo Gaming, they need to get away. Valkyrie used. The Shadow Surge is in there, and anyone's legend will find one. They get SOFM. The Shy gets away, and the rest of the members do as well. So ridiculous, and it's just unrelenting. Look at that ZDZ. He's one of the tank, like he's a frontliner. He gets taken out almost. The death charge does get used by Chocho, as it was a package utilization by Angel. Here's still the poke, but they need to get these health bars down a little bit more. Betty's still pretty much on. Oh my God, yes, that's what I was talking about. And Xiaohao's dead. Quickness popped, and the blood is in the water. The sharks are swimming. Weibo Gaming are gonna take it. They get the re-engage from Betty, but Betty goes into melee range and dies. So much for 200 years. Weibo Gaming, pull it out of a hat.
The game and the series.
That is all that matters. We said when it matters, you've got to pull the trigger. They did just so. They handed the first death to 4 out of 5 members of anyone's legend in that last fight. If that ain't a way to cap off the series, I don't know what is, as Weibo Gaming will continue to surge forward.
I just felt like they hit critical mass, right? That last fight, seeing the poke come down, we saw the engage attempt coming out with the Nautilus trying to get the depth charge. That's the power of the package, right? You just lay that down. You don't get CC'd. You end up 2 screens away. The Nautilus ends up on the worst end. And that's kind of what I was looking for. That was the moment where the comp really came together. And yes, it was messy. Yes, it was very much not looking smooth sailing. But eventually, Weibo closed it out. And at the end of the day, it's 2-0, right? A convincing victory for them in the scoreline.